The Douglas County School District welcomes you to this special graduation presentation.
Good morning. Today is May 21st, 2013, and my name is Amanda Wambach. I am here to welcome all of our family, friends, Ponderosa staff, and the Parker community to Sports Authority Stadium in Parker, Colorado to help us, the Ponderosa High School class of 2013, as we graduate from high school today. Thank you all for your endless support and dedication, ensuring that we were not alone in this journey. Our class motto echoes the famous words of Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story, which debuted 18 years ago, as most of us were just starting our journey, to infinity and beyond. We are excited and we are ready to take on the world. Now let's go graduate.
Good morning. My name is Emily Ratzliff, and I am Ponderosa High School Salutatorian for the class of 2013. Thank you, family and friends, for joining me and my classmates here this morning to celebrate this milestone. I would also like to extend a thank you to the Ponderosa High School faculty and staff who are here to share this morning with us. At this time, I would like to welcome the following representatives from the Douglas County School District Board of Education and Administration offices. Dr. Elizabeth Fagan, Superintendent. Mr. Dan McMinamy, Assistant Superintendent. Mr. Bill Moffitt, Chief Operations Office. Mr. Robert Ross, District Legal Counsel. Mr. Steve Johnson, Director of High School Education. Mr. Mark Schaefer, Director of Middle School Education, and Kevin Larson and Justin Williams, representing the Douglas County School District Board of Education. Thank you for joining us today. And now, family and friends, please stand with us as my talented classmates Jenna Carrera, Emily Ferguson, Maggie Coons, David Munn, Tanner Smithwick, and Connor Southard perform the national anthem for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Good.
Thank you. That was beautiful. I would now like to welcome my good friend and former tennis partner, our valedictorian, Miss Carly Lauer, to deliver her commencement address.
My fellow students, we arrived here 4 short years ago, and now it's already time to leave. When we were in high school, it felt like the days and hours and weeks just dragged on. But looking back, it felt like such a short 4 years. It seems like only yesterday that we were tiny little freshmen fighting with the locks on our lockers, trying to figure out where our next class was, and looking generally clueless to all the upperclassmen. Now we got to be those upperclassmen. We were the ones with the countdowns to this day on our phones. We were the ones who were in Powder Puff and Mr. Mustang and scrambling to get community service hours. We are the seniors who stand here today, ready to graduate and move forward into the world. I'd first like to thank everybody who helped us all get to this point. A big thank you to our families who stood by us all through the highs and lows. To our friends who made these years full of laughter and great memories. To our teachers who come to school every day and share their passions with us. I'd personally like to thank my parents, my best friends, my swim teams, and my tennis team for making these last few years incredible for me. I know I would not be standing up here without all of their help and support. So thank you all. Today will just be the first of many great accomplishments in our lives. We have come so far together, and now we will all be going our separate ways. Many of us will be headed off to college, others to serve the country, and some of us will join into the workforce. But wherever we will go, we may always hold on to the incredible memories that we made at Ponderosa. We may not remember every algebra or calculus equation or every story we read in English, but we will always remember the great times that we had at Ponderosa. I will personally remember going to state with my tennis team and driving to swim practices at 4 a.m. in the snow and lighting my hands on fire in the AP Chemistry fire show. And all of us will remember the friendships, the dances, the teams, the tears, the laughter, the smiles, and the senior pranks, or in our case, the lack thereof. Now comes to the part of the speech where my inspirational cliche goes. And mine is this: wherever you choose to go, whatever you choose to do, be happy and choose it because you want to do it. If I've learned anything, it's that you don't do well on a test that you're dreading and hate. You don't do well in a game you don't really want to play in. If you're going to do something, do it for you. Never do anything for money or because somebody else wants you to. Whatever we all choose to do in our lives, I truly hope each one of us enjoys it. Because now is the time of our lives where we can choose our own paths. The world is wide open, and it is up to us to take what we have learned these last few years and walk the paths that we see fit. As the great Dr. Seuss once said, "Oh, the places you'll go. You have brains in your head, you have shoes on your feet. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you want. And you are the guy to decide where to go. So to wherever we may go, we should all walk with confidence in each step and enjoy each journey. No matter where we end up, we will always have the memories of Ponderosa. Today, we will venture off into the world with a great experience behind us and with many more ahead." With all of that said, Ponderosa is going to miss us, and we will miss it too. But it's time for us to move into the next stage of our lives. So now I can finally say, congratulations, Ponderosa class of 2013. We made it. Thank you. Today, our talented Pegasus Choir will be performing Phil Collins' song, "You'll Be in My Heart." Enjoy. Thank you. That was wonderful. I would now like to welcome my classmate and friend, Emily Ratzlaff, to deliver her commencement address.
Well, class of 2013, we've made it through a lot together. 12 years of standardized tests, or 12 years of school, countless standardized tests, and even the Mayan apocalypse. And somewhere in the midst of all that, we've become a family. Like most families, we're a little dysfunctional, yet here we all are in this unforgettable moment, soon to be a memory that will remain with us forever. 4 years ago, we walked through the doors of Ponderosa High School as small, ignorant freshmen, unaware and scared of what was ahead. We worried about where to sit at lunch, what friends we had in class, and quite frankly, whether or not we were going to make it out alive. But here we are today, a little bit taller and hopefully a little bit wiser, about to take these final steps and enter the real world, just as scared and uneasy about what the future holds for us. You may have mixed feelings about the past that lie before you and what is being left behind. But whatever you feel, go forward with everything you've got. As Theodore Roosevelt put it, it is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. So even if things don't turn out the way you planned, don't give up, because sometimes when you get knocked down, you need to get back up again, and don't ever let them keep you down. If there is one thing I know for sure, it's that life is short, and we only have one chance. So don't waste your time mulling over mistakes. It's better to live a life of oh wells rather than what ifs. As a wise man once said, YOLO. Congratulations, class of 2013. Thank you. At this time, I invite our principal, Mr. Puga, to the stage.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much for being here today. Ponderosa Mustangs, class of 2013. At this time, I would like to honor you as a group for your outstanding academic leadership and scholarship. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 4.0 or above, please stand and be recognized. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 3.75 or above, please stand and be recognized. Please stay standing. Ponderosa graduates who have earned a GPA of 3.5 and above, please stand and be recognized. Graduates who earned a scholarship or recognition at honors convocation last night, please stand and be recognized. This year, we are especially proud of these students standing before you. They have earned over $3.4 million in scholarships. Would the entire class of 2013 please rise, face your families, and give them a round of applause for their support and encouragement over the last 4 years. Graduates, you may be seated. Thank you. Parents and families, it is with your love and support for the last 18 years that the graduates before me have achieved this level of excellence. They have earned their place in society and have the capacity to achieve whatever they may desire. There are several additional people I would like to acknowledge at this time. This year we have 8 staff members who will be retiring from Ponderosa and will be moving on to new adventures. First, I would like to acknowledge Jackie Backer from the English department. Miss Backer is a founding member of the Ponderosa High School staff. Thank you for your dedication and service to Ponderosa, Miss Backer. Next, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Brett Kroc from the math department. Thank you for your dedication and service to the Ponderosa students. I would like to acknowledge Miss Christy Decker from security. Miss Decker, would you please stand? Thank you for your dedication and service to Ponderosa High School. Next, I would like to acknowledge Miss Debbie Jacobson from the English department. Thank you, Miss Jacobson, for all you've done for Ponderosa High School. I would like to acknowledge Miss Kim Moore, our Star Lab teacher. Please stand, Miss Moore. Thank you for your dedication and service to our Ponderosa High School students. I would like to acknowledge Miss Cindy Parsons from World Language Department. Miss Parsons, please stand. Thank you for your dedication and service to Ponderosa High School. I would like to acknowledge Miss Carol Qualman, support staff in the copy room. Ms. Qualman, please stand, and thank you for your support and dedication to Ponderosa High School. And last but not least, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Tim Stump from the English department. Would you please stand? Thank you for your dedication and service to Ponderosa High School. These 8 staff members have almost 200 years of total service to the Douglas County School District and have collectively worked with thousands of students and positively impacted many lives. And for that, we are truly grateful. Thank you to all of you. Also present with us today are members of the faculty, staff, and administration of Ponderosa High School and the Ponderosa feeder area. Ponderosa faculty and staff, please stand so that you may be recognized for your contributions to this graduating class. Thank you for all you do for our students at Ponderosa High School. Also with us today are feeder principals. Julie Yeager from Sagewood Middle School, please stand to be recognized. Miss Jeannie Tanecki from Northeast Elementary. Mr. Drew Francis from Mountain View Elementary. And Miss Sheila Beving from Legacy Point Elementary. Thank you all for your contributions to this graduating class. Finally, I would like any faculty or staff members in attendance from our feeder schools, please stand at this time and be recognized for your contributions to this graduating class. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mr. Ryan Miwa, who will give the faculty address. You can use this.
Good morning, family, friends, honored guests, but most importantly, graduates. We are here today to celebrate your accomplishment of completing high school. The term commencement means a beginning or start, and today you will all start on a new adventure. I think back to my own adventure of how I came to Ponderosa. It was only 9 years ago I was sitting where you were, in a field of graduates ready to head off to college. Absolutely terrified of the unknown, but excited to start a new chapter in my life. I didn't know what my roommates were going to be like, or how college was going to be different than high school. I didn't even know how to do my own laundry, but I knew I'd figure it out eventually. Or at least come home so my mom could do it for me. But through it all, I knew that I was prepared for the journey to come and ready to start on my own. So today, as you get ready to leave what has been your home for the last 4 years, I want to impart some advice about my adventure with the hope that will help you with yours. Hard to believe, but one of my favorite Disney movies is Kung Fu Panda. Yes, that's right. I love a movie about an Asian panda who desperately aspires to be a kung fu master, but instead is stuck working in a noodle restaurant. Maybe it's that I can relate with Po, the main character, who loves food, or that there's a treacherous snow leopard, Tai Long, who needs to be defeated. Or perhaps it's the idea that if you have passion, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. But most of all, I love the lessons that this story can teach us. For those who are unfamiliar with the story, it starts out in a small village in China. We find Po, a panda who works in a noodle restaurant, performing the routine tasks of learning from his dad how to make noodle soup. His dad is the bearer of knowledge, passing it on to his son. All the while, Poe doesn't care about noodle soup, but instead about kung fu, his true passion. This is lesson 1. Follow your true passions in life. Do what makes you happy, not what your friends or family tell you what you are supposed to do. Imagine if Poe never followed his passion, that instead he stayed in the noodle restaurant, in the comforts of his home, never exploring the unknowns. It would make for a pretty lame movie. But this isn't what happened. Poe followed his passions, explored the unknowns, and did what he felt right was in his heart. So just like Poe, push yourself to listen to your heart and follow your true passions, instead of listening to others. You can only go wrong in life if you listen to others and try to do what they want, instead of listening to your heart and doing what you want. When I decided to become a chemistry teacher, I knew what I was giving up. I was giving up the prestige of being a researcher in a lab, hoping to discover the next greatest thing. But what I never once gave up on is my passion. As many of you know, I love chemistry. It is a true passion of mine, and I'm absolutely enthusiastic every time I get to share it with others. From the element calendar that we read the element of the month from, to M.M. Coolmole's rap, I love everything about this subject. It is a true passion of mine. When I chose to be a teacher, I chose to follow my passion, to do truly what I love to do. So I hope today you reflect on what your true passion in life is. Follow your dreams. Do what you've always wanted to do. The world is at your fingertips, and I hope you have the courage to dream big, listen to your heart, and pursue the true passions in life. So let's continue with Poe. In the next part of the story, Poe has surprisingly been named the Dragon Warrior. Everyone thinks that this is a mistake. Even at times, Poe doubts himself. He knows nothing about Kung Fu, except for the fact that he's passionate about it. So he starts a new adventure. Unknown of the future, just like many of you are today. Poe endures grueling practice sessions where he's broken down and regularly defeated. However, he befriends the Furious Five: Tigress, Monkey, Mantis, Viper, and Crane, and relies on them to teach him the ways of Kung Fu. At first, he struggles with learning even the basic skills, and even at one point runs away thinking it was all a mistake. But in the end, with the help of the Furious Five and Master Shifu, he understands his destiny. He becomes the Dragon Warrior. This is lesson 2. The key to success is building and maintaining relationships. Poe relied on the Furious Five to help him be successful at Kung Fu. They helped him when he felt defeated, stood by his side when he doubted his ability, and encouraged him to continue learning. Think about the people who you've relied on for the last 4 years of your lives. The relationships that you've built while at Ponderosa have made you the person you are today. And as you leave and go on your own adventure, I hope that you have the courage to be outgoing to meet new people. Develop new relationships that can help you be successful in the future. Enjoy the company of others, but never lose track of the people who got you where you are today. Your friends, family, teachers, coaches, mentors. Take care of these relationships because they are the foundation of your success in the future. Take the time to thank these people. They have all helped you get to this point today. And as I reflect on the relationships I've built with many of you, this moment is the hardest part of being a teacher. It is the most rewarding but awful moment for me. For many of you, I have seen you grow and transform into such amazing young adults. Whether it's the time that we spent in class together, to hanging out during off periods, to attending your activities, you will be missed. But then again, this moment is incredibly difficult for me because today I have to say goodbye. However, as you head off in the future, I have the comfort of knowing that the relationships we've built over the years will be the foundation for your success in the future. I hope you remember what your teachers and friends at Ponderosa have provided you. Never lose sight of the importance of the relationships you build now and in the future. And now to the conclusion of Kung Fu Panda. We are at the point in the movie where Po, having learned the basic skills of Kung Fu, must face Tao Long. Tao Long has traveled across China in search of the Dragon Scroll, the key to the Dragon Warrior's power. He arrives in the small village to fight Po and cause destruction on the villager. It is up to Po to stop him. So how does he do it? By making mistakes, by being able to laugh at himself, and of course, the all-powerful Wu Shi finger hold. In the end, Po is able to draw on everything he learned in his experience as Dragon Warrior to be successful. This is our final lesson. You don't have to be perfect to be successful. It's okay to make mistakes along your journey. Actually, you should expect this. We have all made mistakes getting where we are today. But it's not the mistakes that are important. It's what we do in the face of adversity to overcome them that is important. How you address your mistakes define you as a person. Be able to laugh at yourself, take a step back, and understand that humor can ease any situation. At one point, we have all fallen down, or even more embarrassing, fallen up the stairs in the main hallway at school. But we get up, laugh, and brush it off. So take this as a lesson for life. When you fall down, laugh, brush it off, and get up. Therefore, as you start a new journey, leaving Ponderosa today, heading off to a bright future, I want you to all remember the lessons learned from Kung Fu Panda. Do everything you do with passion, follow your heart and not what others want you to do. Take care of the relationships you've formed. Be courageous in creating new relationships. These relationships can provide support in challenging times, but also provide someone to share your joys and happiness with. Last, don't be afraid of making mistakes. They happen. It's how you deal with the mistakes and how you face adversity that matters. Laugh it off, pick yourself up, and move on. So to you graduates, as you leave us today and start on a new journey, I have one last piece of advice. We can call it a Miwaism. My hope for you is to slow down, to enjoy the adventure. Enjoy where you've been the last 4 years and where you are headed. Enjoy the relationships you have built and the ones to come. Enjoy your accomplishments, but be humble in what you've achieved. Take the time to shut off Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Vines, all of that technology that gets in the way, and focus back on the people around you. I know each and every one of you has a bright future ahead of you. You can do anything you want to do. So take it from the Asian panda. There is a saying, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. Enjoy the gift of today. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Mr. Miwa. That was fantastic. At this time, Ponderosa High School class of 2013, please stand. Mr. Larson and Mr. Williams, will you please stand? Dr. Fagan, will you please join me for the presentation of this graduating class? As principal of Ponderosa High School, I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2013. These seniors have earned significant recognition for themselves, their families, their school, and their community. On behalf of the faculty and staff members of Ponderosa High School and the Ponderosa feeder schools, I wish for each of you, the proud class of 2013, the joy and fulfillment that comes with your achieving your goals and pursuing your dreams. You are our future. Dr. Fagan, I certify that these members of the class of 2013 standing before you have met and in many cases exceeded the graduation requirements of Ponderosa High School and the Douglas County Board of Education. They have earned the required credits and are thus eligible to receive a high school diploma. Dr. Fagan, I present to you and to the Board of Education the 2013 graduating class of Ponderosa High School.
Mr. Puga, on behalf of the district leadership team and the Board of Education, I am very proud to accept the Ponderosa High School class of 2013. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Honor graduates, would you please join me on stage? At this time, the class of 2013 honor graduates will be receiving their medallions. Then all graduates will be receiving their diplomas. On behalf of the staff of Ponderosa High School, I congratulate the graduates on their achievements. These students have worked hard in their academic studies. They have shown great leadership, sportsmanship, and perseverance in their pursuits of excellence in athletics, academics, and extracurricular activities. In recognition of the time these students have spent here at Ponderosa High School, each of them will also be presented with the Ponderosa High School Alumni Mustang pin.
Carly Paige Lauer. Emily Diane Ratzliff. Karina Margaret Iyer. Amanda Jane Wambach. Timothy Cheston Shutak. Grant David Meehan. Savannah Gail Vickery. Lucas Alexander Sanchez. Paige Ashley Runco. Tanner Michael Smithwick. Kelly Pryor Morton. Zachary Madison Nelson.
Robert Flanagan. Monica Nicole White. Benjamin Hunter Smith. Jenna Elise Carrera. Nicole Catherine Lalaberty. Jennifer Nguyen. Tanner Joseph Augustine. Kayla Ann Jera. Carrie Maureen Keogh. Madison Lee Kessler. Tucker Dale Payne. Benjamin William Wood.
Jordan Renee Mendocino.
Margaret Karen Coons.
Chad Nelson Adams.
David Claude Munn.
Mason Scott Albro.
Connor Daniel Southard.
Alexandra Kathleen Alcock.
Natalie Nicole Lang.
Connor Scott Allison.
Noelle Catherine Lepre.
Maria Fernanda Alvarez.
Nathan Naya Latimer.
Michael Manuel Anthony.
Michael Theodore Loddick.
Abigail Noel Baker.
Trevor James Leahy.
Kayla Bay.
Seth Martinius Lindblom.
Lane Michael Bennett.
Alyssa Lauren Line.
Max Edwin Bennett.
Julianne Mary Logan.
Cody Lee Beardeman Rojas.
Hunter James Fairburn Maggard.
McKenna Marie Bird.
Damon William Mango.
Alexander Robert Birkbeck.
Mary Leanne Marsh.
Sean Patrick Bloomfield.
Roman Andrew Martinez.
Samantha Jane Bogart.
Tiffany Sue Mathers.
Rebecca Joe Boucher.
Lindsay Louise May.
Ryan Michael Brady.
Riley Catherine McConnell.
Joshua Bresnick.
Alexandra Lee McNeil.
Morgan Taylor Brittle.
Rodney Allen McNew.
Christopher Carl Bruner.
Kenneth Daniel Medina.
Jacob Tally Bryant.
Mark Andrew Mercado.
Nicole Reneel Bunch.
Chelsea Nadine Michaels.
Ty Silas Butler.
Haley Brooke Miller.
Amy Ashley Marie Calhoun.
Zachary Reginald Mills.
Caleb Edward Gevin Callahan.
Matthew Ryan Mishler.
Lauren Ann Campbell.
Jamie Lee Mitchell.
Tyler Joe Carroll.
Elijah Maccabee.
Bradley Keith Chalice.
John Michael Montgomery.
David Andrew Clement.
McKaylee Mosman.
Ryan Jacob Collier.
Adam Nicholas Morin.
Melissa K. Collins.
Jamin Ryan Mortensen.
Caitlin Alexander Cox.
Jessica Cecilia Janai.
Joshua Ryan Kramer.
Morgan Chase Pitterman.
Daniel Bradley Cray.
Cody Jessica Morton.
Sarah Lynn Cohane.
Brighton William Moy.
Austin Jeffrey Cutber.
Corey Donald Nilsson.
Sarah Jade Davis.
Jordan Brett Nusman.
Jonah Carol Decker.
Paul Vadimovich Oskin.
Timothy Alexander DeVries.
Grayson James Ostall.
Carter Morrison Dodd.
Emily Nicole Ostrander.
Troy Patrick Donahue.
Alex Scott Pacheco.
Alexandra Yedakia Dooley.
Krista Madison Padilla.
Ryan Curtis Driggs.
Nicole Sophia Rabat.
Ian Thomas Duden.
Caitlin Jane Smith.
Gabriella Anna Duran.
Spencer Benjamin Panwitz.
Tristan Bond Ebert.
Christopher Allen Paust.
Alexander Thomas Eibner.
Alexander Pavicevic.
Jordan Jessica Eischen.
Landon Christian Payne.
Nicholas Lee Eckhoff.
Natalie Lynn Peppercorn.
Emma Jane Elliott.
Christina Louise Peterson.
Christine Lynn Bast.
Charles Lawrence Peterson.
Casey Lee Ferguson.
Mitchell James Piper.
Jordan Wesley Rodick.
Amy Jo Pobar.
Paige Louise Fletcher.
Nathaniel Roy Tanner.
Alejandro Flores Diaz.
Connor Duffy Teagarden.
Landry Nicole Flower.
Mary Alice Popish.
Kirsten Noel Fong.
Abby Marie Prince.
Renee Lorraine Fournier.
Reed Ashley Rackley.
Christopher Brent Fox.
Colleen Nicole Ramos Hebert.
Carly Allen Frampton.
Kyrie Aaron Reck.
Cami Ann Gardetto.
Nicholas Swiss Reinhardt.
Rachel Lauren Guyvet.
Kevin James Rippey.
Grace Diane Gerhards.
Amber Brianna Robertson.
Sabrina Ann Gilbert.
Trevor Scott Robbins.
All right. Emily Grace Ferguson.
Caleb Mitchell Robinson.
Bailey K. Kempton.
Kayla Nicole Robinson.
Gabriel Matthew Golish.
Michaela Cheyenne Rodenbaugh.
Madison K. Goody.
Austin P. Romero.
Tyler James Gorski. Yeah, we'll take it, thank you.
Autumn Rose Roosh.
Sierra Ashley Graber. Congratulations.
Tyson Karai Saunders.
Kayla Marie Green.
Casey Madison Sawyer.
Reed Jeffrey Gregory.
Kevin Michael Schatz.
Madison Lee Griffin.
Sarah Catherine Schmidt.
Stephen Mark Grunwald.
Madison Ray Schneider.
Stone Michael Geis.
Natalie Allison Schrader.
Rachel Nicole Hagberg.
Brittany Renee Searle.
Morgan Bauer Halloran. I'll take it.
Marco Joseph Shaw.
Cody Wayne Hansen. Thank you.
Cade Asham Silba.
Sean Christopher Harkins.
Paul Michael Sluniker.
Robert James Harmon.
Brooke Summer Smith.
Jaden Christine Hayhurst.
Cassandra Mariah Smith.
Kyle Hans Heinrich.
Connor Lee Smook.
Connor David Henderson.
Devin Jeanette Spalding.
Jessica Marie Hernandez.
James Christopher Springer.
Andrew Coulter Hicks.
Lindsay Joy Steen.
Savannah Nicole Hill.
Drew Michael Stefan.
Okay. Emily Grace Baldwin.
Connor James Stewart.
Hannah Lee Baldwin. I got this.
Austin John Stratton.
Dominic Dumigan Hin. Yeah.
Mallory Sharon Strickland.
Joshua Clayton Hippler.
Lindsay Ellis Strizich.
Zachary Andrew Hischer.
Kobe Tyler Sutton.
Okay. Natalie Noel Hoffner.
Dana Michelle Swenson.
Sonia Lynn Hoff.
Jessica Ann Swenson.
Shalise Octavia Banks Holeen.
Bailey Colleen Tabert.
Jacqueline Lee Holloway.
Damian Richard Tapp.
Josephine Ann Holloway.
Reese James Taylor.
Adrian DeWitt Hollowicker. Taylor Rose Thayer.
Miranda Nicole Bradley.
Brooke Ashley Thoman.
Katie Suzanne Brogan.
Bailey Marie Thomas.
Jacob Edward Holwiger.
Molly Giovanna Tierney.
Jared Matthew Hornberg.
Austin Christopher Toney.
Cassidy Noel Howard.
Cameron Dar Tracy.
Michael William Howes.
Colton Tucker Tracy.
Hannah Rebecca Hughes.
Stephen Michael Tribby.
Samuel Scott Hughes.
Shaylee Krista Sue Turner.
Allie Josephine Heisinger.
Remy Mitchell Valancourt.
Cody Tyler Hutchins.
Alec Armstrong Van Ness.
Melissa Janice Jacobowski.
Alexander Ray Van Zanti.
Brendan James Coney.
Brendan John Vasallo.
Hannah Christine Korkamp.
Mackenzie Marie Vernon.
Desmond Hans James.
Cameron Josiah Vigil.
Amberly Nicole Jarvis.
Cassidy Aspen Wagner.
Cassandra Isella Jasso.
Benjamin James Worth.
Larissa Meredith Jennings.
Brianna Marie Weber.
Promise Jula Faith Jensen.
Athena Victoria Wegman.
Whitney Coral Johnson.
Sophie Amelia Westergaard.
Zachariah David Johnson.
Richard Joel White.
Skylar Elizabeth Jones.
Shanna Lynn Whiteford.
Harrison York Douglas.
Aiden Catherine Weiss.
Kendra Danielle Herndon.
Corey Duran Williams Jr.
Kyle Jeffrey Capon.
David Leslie Williamson.
Anna Elizabeth Keefe.
Danielle Catherine Wilson.
Courtney Rianne Kerr.
Kayla Ray Witten.
Jared John Kelly.
Russell Clinton Winterling.
Nathan William Ernest Kierkegaard.
Evan Douglas Wick.
Alexandria Jean Knappy.
Daniel Theodore Wood.
Dylan Joseph Court.
Chase David Wright.
Mitchell Joe Lane.
Sean Toma Yamashita. Philip Andrew Zencius, excuse me.
unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Oh, I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. Yeah, we've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Oh, staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. 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 That was the incredibly talented Miss Bailey Kempton. Family and friends, Emily, I, and the class of 2013 would like to thank you once again for joining us to celebrate this milestone in our lives. At this time, Ponderosa High School, class of 2013, please rise. We are going to be turning our tassels from the right to the left to signify the change in our lives and how far we have come. All right, let's turn our tassels. Congratulations, class of 2013. We did it.